Okay, here, ladies and gentlemen, this is an amazing experiment I did. There's two videos I did making a certain kind of drink here called Yogi Kool-Aid Apple Ginger Lemon Lime Kombucha Ale Brew. Now the whole thing with this was, you know, making a kombucha ale brew is because this is the fermented living off of the sugar and green tea. Alright, now all the kombucha mushrooms I've been doing, for me personally till this point, I've been using the white refined sugar, and that has been, you know, a lot of drinking kombucha and buying them as well, but mostly making my own, and the white refined sugar. And I found that the mushroom actually lived pretty good, like it was still good quality. But I want to tell you, just my first upgrade to this and making them more superior strains here is that this one here, what I did was, it's apple ginger lemon lime kombucha ale brew. So apple ginger lemon lime, the apple you know, and the ginger and the lemon, the lime was also reintroduced back into this culture mix here, and I let them sit for, with also a control one here that was just the regular one at the same level there at the end after I was finished. Then you know, then I drank some of it too. I drank some of it as it had fermented for a while in there with the new. And the point is that I juiced the apples, I juiced the ginger, I juiced the lemon, and I juiced the lime. All right, in a really high quality juicer, getting the best juices possible. And then I would mix that into, you know, a larger glass jar or whatever, for about that much juice of those items, mostly apple though, larger percent apple, just a little bit of ginger. You actually will really want to watch the recipe to get the exact ratios for this, and I use my intuition. And the lemon and lime, I believe it was 1 or maybe 2 lemons and 1 lime. I believe it was 1 lemon, 1 lime, that's fine. A small piece of ginger about that size, about the size of your thumb, juiced, so it's not too powerful. And then a lot of apples, especially green Granny Smith apples would be the best kind of apple for this. And so you juice those 4 ingredients, and then you make about that much juice, or if you have a family and you have kids, then more, right? But right to there, and then the rest here, to anywhere from there to there, you put in the kombucha drink, and then you drink a quarter of it. So if it was there, quarter, half, 3/4 right there. So you drink 3/4, I mean, and then you give a quarter of it back to the mushroom. And this is what happened, okay? This one was the apple ginger lemon lime kombucha ale brew. This one was apple ginger grapefruit, alright? Now this is amazing. Look what happened. These 3 were all put in the same thing at the same time, because this actually proves that when you add natural sugars like from apple juice with the living enzymes and all that, then ginger, lemon, lime, then you get a superior mushroom here. And I'll tell you why. If you look right down near the layer right there, you can see that how white it is at the top there. That's the newest first baby mushroom there that is growing a layer on top. Alright, this one was the apple ginger lemon lime. Now this one here, the apple ginger grapefruit, the only difference is lemon lime grapefruit. They both have apple and ginger. 2 layers of this mushroom, and look how white it is. This one is so obvious. You can see the different colors of the layers there, and how that top is just supremely white. Now you might think, hey, that's what it's supposed to be like, but you look at the normal ones. Look here, this one ain't getting the white bit nice mushroom. It's just staying the same. This is actually advancing the strain, and I want to make the super strain of kombucha mushroom, like one of the most superior ones out there. And in order to do that, I got to take small steps to evolve the mushroom in a natural way from where it was fed, and that was, you know, the strain I made, and I actually made it from scratch and got the video how to do that. You just take a regular kombucha drink such as this one here, still got the kombucha in there, and you pour 2 of these into the big glass jar like this, and then you put the lid on. You know, coffee filter rubber band works fine, or you can do even more. And then you know, and then once you leave that in there, you don't add any sugar or green tea. That's what you feed once the mushroom grows. And then out of this kombucha drink, you can actually grow a mushroom just like this, and you don't even have a mushroom or anything. The spores are in there, and you put it in, and in 1 month, it takes 1 to 2 months to get about the size of that little white one on the bottom there of these guys. And then from there you can feed it. And for 1 4-liter like this, 1 cup of white sugar, white refined sugar, it does pretty good off of that stuff. You see, that's the quality of the white sugar, and this white mushroom here is the quality of still the white sugar, but then, you know, I made some liquid, and then it had real apple, from the apple fresh juice of the apple, not juice that has been in the fridge or some kind of, you know, other apple juice. And then that sugar from that, as well as the grapefruit, created these much more healthier mushrooms here. So what I'm gonna do next is I may try a couple, because I got a lot of these mushrooms on the go, and this is for experimentation purposes as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one with the with just like maybe the same kind of similar as these two, apple, ginger, lemon, lime, and that will feed the mushroom as opposed to any white sugar at all. So that would be like, if this mushroom was found in nature, you know, the sugar that would be in the ponds would be from apple trees, that apples fell down, and that's how this mushroom would survive in nature. So because it's been the right refined diet, I'm going to slowly do it. Eventually, once it becomes the super mushroom, that's when it's going to live off of young coconut water. 3 young coconut waters, the rest filtered water, and then well, green tea is what it also feeds off of. So I may try some without the green tea, or get actual raw green tea leaves or the equivalent to it, and drop a couple leaves as well in the water, because that's how it would also happen in nature as well. And it might just not only be green tea. There's probably other plants similar that have certain nutrients that it likes, right? So more research on that, but I want to try to keep it as close to nature as possible, because that was never originally growing in nature from white refined sugar. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. That's how to evolve your kombucha mushrooms there. You see that white on top there? That's amazing. That white one there, that one not white one, the normal one, and all the other kombucha ones I have, they're not white like that. If you do a comparison, you know, all of them, and these were all the same mushroom strain. This one is not white. It's, you know, it's similar, just the darker. You know, this one is as well. This one's doing pretty good here as well. But let me just double check here. This might have been the other one I experimented with but didn't label, where I also added different ingredients. I added apples again, but then kale and chard. So I'll just take a taste of this one and see if this was and let me just taste this one as well here. Okay, this was the charred one. I could also see the green in there from the charred. That one, I kind of don't think, you know, it might not be, but from my experiment here, it does better off of fruits rather than vegetables. And I kind of got that impression right away when I did it, but I wanted to try one other one, you know, kale and chard, but no, that's not the one. Plus it gets all this green stuff going on. You got to clean it all the time. Like, it could easily even kill the mushroom if you don't take care of it after you do feed it those, like vegetables and stuff. So the fruit works good because of the sugar content. That's why they live off sugar. So this one is the next closest to the healthiest one there, with all that nice white growing on there, which means it's really healthy and clean, and that there's not a lot of toxic buildup in it, right? It's not a toxic mushroom, which is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to keep some of the old ones, and then if I get the new ones, really bright white ones, then we'll know for sure, because they're all from the same mushroom, babies coming off it. You can actually evolve the mushroom from the generation to generation and turn it into super mushroom to make the highest probiotic drink from nature outside of our bodies. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching that one there. We will see you next time.